Hey guys, welcome back to another Snobby Beer review. I'm X-Bang as always, and we've got the one and only Bell's Hopslam Ale. This is a double IPA or an Imperial IPA, so obviously tons and tons of hype. It's usually at the top of, the best of lists on a lot of different websites and, forums and magazines and all that stuff. So is it worth the hype? We'll find out. But before we begin, I just want to say, what's up, Better Beer Authority? James Knott, the rest of the guys, shout out to you guys. Thanks for, making such good reviews. Let's get into this one. Alright, so the color for the Hopslam. It's pretty hazy. It's an unfiltered beer, so that's to be expected. Very orange, straw-like. Not that big of a head. The head is probably, pure white almost. Just a little bit of bubbles kind of coming up the glass, but this is a gorgeous double IPA. Alright, see the aroma for the Hopslam. As you would expect, there's tons and tons of hop aroma in this. It's that, citrusy, sweet fruits, tropical fruits. There's a little bit of pine, but it's mostly the West Coast or middle of the country type of IPA, not so much the East Coast IPA. Yeah, but there's notes of like orange and grapefruit and mango, pineapple, just so much going on in this. It's very, very awesome. And I don't know if it's because I know that there's honey in it, but you can smell like a sweetness, almost like a floral sweetness, and it has that honey-like aroma. Alright, the taste for the Bell's Hopslam. As you would expect, this is a hop bomb. I mean, they're not pussyfooting around what's in this beer by calling it Hopslam. Big bitterness up front. It's actually sweeter than other, double IPAs or IPAs. But, big bitterness up front. And then you get hit with all these fruity flavors. I mean, there's citrus and mango and all those tropical fruits, pineapple. I mean, this is just a hop lover's beer. You do get some sweetness in this. The honey kind of comes through. I don't know if I would actually be able to say, oh, that tastes like honey. I just know that there's honey in it because it says, an ale brewed with honey. You do taste the alcohol. I mean, this is a pretty big beer. But the alcohol kind of, in IPAs like this, I actually like the alcohol flavor. It kind of goes along with like that sharp bitterness that, the hops produce. There's a little bit of a spice character too, maybe even some like floral notes. I mean, a lot of times IPAs are kind of one-dimensional, or they just kind of have like that hop, just that hop flavor. But this is actually pretty complex for a IPA. Alright, the mouthfeel on this, very, very easy drinking, especially for a 10% beer. It's not as dry as other IPAs or double IPAs, but, there is kind of a little bit more body. But it works really, really well. I mean, that body doesn't cut back on the bitterness at all, or the hop flavor, anything like that. Alright, as for the score for the Bell's Hopslam from Michigan, I'm going to go with a 4.5 out of 5. I mean, it's up there with, the big dogs of IPAs, Three Floyds IPAs and Russian River IPAs. I mean, it's up there. It's very, very good. Well deserving of all the hype. That wraps it up for the Bell's Hopslam. By all means, you guys probably know about this beer. If you're into beer at all, if you're into IPAs. I mean, like I said, this beer has a ton of hype around it, so get it if you can, trade for it, show up at the store at 6 in the morning if you have to, but I mean, you're definitely going to want to try this beer. It's well worth the premium cost that you'll pay for it. But you guys know what to do. Grab a beer, leave me a comment. I will see you next time. I'm going to enjoy this Hop Slam. Cheers.